Hello everybody, Mobius1 here, bringing you the next episode of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Last time we were finishing up some side quests on Dantooine, and it turns out that this Dead Settler quest that we have sitting in our datapad here, we cannot complete it. Since we already finished the Sandril Matale feud side quest, it bugs us out, and well, I guess that doesn't really bug us out, it's just we did them out of order, I guess. We were supposed to finish that one first. So, we are done on Dantooine for now. So we're going to go to Manaan, which is the next planet in the quest line. Looks like we're having another vision of the star map, perhaps. I like Manaan. Manaan's a cool planet.
You felt it, yes? Another vision? The Force continues to work through us, showing us the star maps unearthed by Reverend Malak. It is strange that anyone would have built a star map here. The entire surface of Manaan is covered by nothing but vast oceans.
It looked like the star map was underwater.
The ocean floor is vast, and much of it is uncharted, even by the native Selkath. But how could Revan and Malak have found their way down? No doubt things will become more clear once we discover the star map's location.
I would love for them to become more clear before we discover the star map's location. That way it would help us find the star map. But I guess that's all we can do. I think I need to talk to T7 or T3. I keep saying T7. Oh, okay. Well, he can't make any more spikes. Can Zalbar make repair kits? Oh, he makes grenades. Okay. Let's talk to Zalbar, just to progress things a little bit. I want to know a little bit more about you. You have seen more than I would have allowed and taught me some things too. I am grateful for that. It will be a while before I know what my role will be in making Kashyyyk truly free. I have a lot to do, a lot to learn. Why do you request to take Baka's sword? I'm not sure I really know. Father expects much of me. I guess I do as well. I think when I've learned enough, I'll bring it back to Kashyyyk. What happens then, we'll see. I wish you well. Let's get going. I will follow.
I feel I must apologize for the way I acted towards you before in the Grove. It was wrong of me.
See, I feel like... Alright, I'm just going to talk to Juhani. I really don't care much about Juhani. Damn right, apologize. You thought the dark side had consumed you. It is nothing.
I am sorry for attacking you. I am sorry for thinking you would only try to kill me. I hope that by helping you in your task, I may redeem myself in your eyes, and in my own.
Don't worry, Juhani. I forgive you.
Thank you. It is most reassuring to know that you can forgive me, even though I tried to take your life. I can only hope that, in our time journeying together, I will succeed. How may I be of assistance to you, Padawan?
I was wondering if we could talk.
What is it you would like to speak to me about?
How did you come to be a Jedi?
How I came to be a Jedi? I am sure you would not find it very interesting. Are you sure you would like to hear?
No, not really, but yes, please continue.
Well, it goes back a number of years. Back on my homeworld, we did not see Jedi very often, especially where I lived.
Where did you live? What is the KOTOR home? Yeah, where did you live?
The hind end of space. A pit of a world, to be sure, where Jedi rarely tread. But we had heard of them. Well, everyone had, so that is not to be unexpected. Champions of truth, defenders of justice, heroes of the Republic. It was very easy for a child to be enthralled by their image, their mystique. Maybe I was one of those children.
Did you meet a Jedi?
Yes. Yes, I did. When I saw a Jedi for the first time, they lived up to everything my imagination had created them to be. I was awed, and maybe a little enamored.
Enamored?
They were quite striking, especially the tales of their leader. From that moment on, I knew that I would have to try to become a Jedi. To lift myself out of the rut I had been living in for years, and to make a real difference, as the Jedi were. The foolish delusions of a child. But this child made it happen. As soon as I was able, I left my world and went in search of them. I found them and was accepted. I had been living my dream on Dantooine for several years before you came, although perhaps I was not entirely ready for it, or not completely suited to the task. Otherwise, I would not have fallen. But thanks to you, I have been redeemed. Perhaps I may yet live to see that dream of mine come true. Come, there is much we should do. Let us not waste time talking. Action is what is needed.
Alright. I'll tell you what. Since I don't want to spend the whole episode just talking to companions on my ship, why don't you guys comment and let me know if you think I should, if you like listening to the companion stories, or if you don't really care for them and I should just move on and, you know, just play the game. Because some of them are pretty interesting, but it is very time consuming to sit there and listen to them talk all day. So I will let you guys decide. Also, let me know what your favorite companions are, because I like going with Bastila and HK. But if you guys want me to switch it up, just leave a comment, let me know. And I will do my best to please everybody, even though that's an impossible feat. Alright, so here we are on Manaan. Manaan is very... since it isn't a fully, aquatic planet, we're going to spend most of the time on Manaan in Ahto City. Though there will be a point where we leave the city, which I'm not going to say much more about that.
You Republic people are so pathetic, sitting around groveling at the table scraps the galactic senators deign to give you. It makes me sick.
The senators work for the good of the whole galaxy, not for individual gain.
Ha! Don't make me laugh, you gutless simp. It's the destiny of weak-minded fools like you to be ruled over by the strong, like we Sith.
I'm warning you. Don't push me or you'll get just what you're asking for.
Try it. Just try it. I'd love to see you throw the first punch. And with all the cameras around, the Selkath would be all over you inside of 30 seconds. You break their laws. You pay the price, Republic scum. But I can see that you're not man enough to back up your words anyway. If you ever feel like relieving yourself of your worthless existence, feel free to come by our enclave here. We have many, many ways to fulfill your wish.
Yeah, what are you... Oh, I apologize, Master Jedi. I should not have been rude.
Why do the Sith upset you so much?
Well, these damn Sith are everywhere on Manaan, pushing us Republic citizens around, trying to goad us into breaking the law somewhere.
Breaking the law?
Yeah, the Selkath want to maintain their neutrality in this war we're fighting with the Sith, and they enforce it very strictly. So, we just have to sit here and let the Sith insult us, and we can't raise a hand against them. Otherwise, the Republic will face severe KOTOR export restrictions, and that could lose us the war altogether.
What is KOTOR?
You're joking. right? I'm sorry, but everyone knows what KOTOR is. It's the most powerful healing agent in the galaxy. I would have died several times myself if we didn't have this stuff handy. But the reason it's important here is that KOTOR is only found naturally on Manaan, and all of our attempts to synthesize it have failed miserably. So, we sit here on the surface, the Selkath harvesting what KOTOR bubbles up from the bottom of the ocean, and we buy it from them. Well, us and the Sith, of course. The Selkath don't want to play favorites.
The Republic and Sith both stay here?
The Selkath think that by staying neutral, they can play both sides, selling KOTOR to everyone that needs it, and making themselves too valuable to be worth conquering. Well, that, and they threaten to destroy the only natural source of KOTOR on the planet if anyone tries to attack them. But I think they're underestimating the length the Sith will go to get what they want. They're probably planning something already. Is there anything else you require?
No.
Of course. If you have any other questions, you should probably see Roland Wan. He's the Republic diplomat here. He's by the Republic Enclave near the visitor residences. Oh, if you don't know where that is, go north from here, then south past the port official in the first courtyard, east into the second courtyard, then north, then east again. You got that? Have a pleasant stay, Master Jedi.
Sure. Okay. Let's look at our map. Okay, so this is a dead end. Let me just see, is there anything I can open down here? Oh, Bastila wants to talk again. Let's talk to Bastila. You wish to talk to me?
I do. I've been watching you, studying you closely to see what kind of progress you've made since your training at the hands of Master Zahh.
I think we both know the real reason you've been watching me.
You never give up, do you? I admit, I'm interested in you. I find you intriguing, compelling even, but it's not what you think. You have a great gift. You have an awesome command of the Force, and I tremble when I think of how you might misuse it.
I make you tremble. Do you get all tingly inside, too?
What? No, of course not. Not like that, anyway. In many ways, you are dangerous. You could be the savior of the galaxy, or you could bring untold destruction upon us all. I've seen how you've resisted many temptations and continue to walk the path of the light side. Very commendable. But I'm afraid you might stray from this path. You need to see what the dark side represents in its entirety. For it is what we battle. Only the wisdom of a Jedi Master can truly explain this. But I will do my best to make you understand.
What are you trying to tell me?
The dark side is not simply giving in to anger, temptation, or to use the Force to destructive ends. These things only lead to the dark side. The dark side grows stronger and more insidious the closer you draw to it. It begs you to surrender to it, to release all its terrible power, and it becomes harder and harder to resist. And once you stop resisting, it's too late. It twists you up inside and turns you into a mockery of everything you once stood for.
You seem to know that temptation very well.
I am no less resistant to temptation than any other. I simply have the benefit of training that you do not. But even the training of the Jedi might not be enough to save us. We need only to look at the atrocities which have been committed by those under its sway to understand the terrible, corrupting evil of the dark side. Millions dead, and far more suffering. What sort of person would you have to become to perform such deeds gladly?
I couldn't see myself ever doing such things.
That is why the dark side is so insidious. If you are not careful, you do not even see each small step you take towards it until it's too late. It's so easy to think that we would never fall prey to such a horror, that we have unlimited control, vigilance, and foresight. If only that were true. The Sith have become powerful because there are many Jedi who've succumbed to the lure of the dark side and joined their cause. What greater weapon is there than to turn an enemy to your cause, to use their own knowledge against them? We are weakened while they are strengthened, so we must harden our hearts and do whatever is required to fight against the dark side, even when the battle becomes wearying.
I love how there is a line drop in there yeah. Anyway, moving on. Do whatever is required, such as...
I don't know. The vision of our future is clouded by shadows cast from the dark side. But I sense something ominous lurking in those shadows. But words alone cannot save one from the dark side. Come, we should continue with the task at hand. When the time comes, I only hope we are all strong enough to do what we must.
Okay, moving on. No, this is just a dead end. So I guess we'll go this way. I think this is the guy that takes the Gizka off my ship. Greetings, human, and welcome to the Ahto City Visitors Provisional Stand. We are here to provide visitors with all manner of indigenous treats and products produced right here on Manaan. We carry all manner of foods and provisions and have contracts with resellers across the world to provide you, the customer, with the best shopping experience possible. How is it that Ahto City Provisional Company can help you today? Wow, I'm going to be doing a lot of reading on this planet, aren't I? Tell me about Ahto City. Ahto City is the center of trade and commerce for all of Manaan. Indeed, for this entire sector, it is the only known source of kolto in the galaxy, and thus one of its most important worlds. The city was constructed by we Selkath so that other races and cultures could experience the wonders that Manaan has to offer. Tell me, nah. I know enough about Manaan. Let me see your inventory. Alright, so this is not the dude I'm looking for. Wow, he's got 5 thermal detonators for sale. Nothing special, though. What can I sell? I don't think I need 3 combat suits. I don't think I need most of this stuff, honestly. Don't need 2 vibroblades, don't need 2 vibro swords. Craft double sword. I got all these extra lightsabers that I don't need. Yeah, let's just sell it. 3 blaster pistols, heavy blaster, Mandalorian blaster. Is this Mandalorian Ripper two-handed? No. We'll sell one of them. No, you know what? Let's keep them. Don't want the ion rifle. Don't need 3 bowcasters. Don't need a disruptor rifle, or a light repeating blaster, or a Mandalorian assault rifle. Oh, we have 1 thermal detonator. These Mandalorian data pads, I don't think I need those either. Oh, they don't sell for anything, so they're useless. Lots of adrenals, upgrade things. Yeah, alright, good. Wow, we have 27,000 credits. What can we buy? I mean, we could load up on computer spikes and parts, but how many do we have? 22 computer spikes and 40 parts. I am gonna buy some computer spikes. So we have 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 39, 40. So now we should have an even number now. Alright, let's go through new items. Yeah, good. 40, 40. Oh, the tack glands. Where was Griff? He's on Dantooine. Alright, we'll give it to him later. Greetings, forgive me if this seems an odd question off-worlder, but might you have any exotic species for sale? Nothing dangerous, mind you. I have some Gizka if you're interested. Gizka? You speak of the small bipedal amphibians with the overly high reproductive rate, correct? Oh no, I'm afraid I cannot take those. A compatriot of mine made the mistake of purchasing a pair of such creatures several months ago. Within weeks, our storage facilities were nearly overrun. If you are in possession of such creatures, I hope you keep them separated. If not, then you have my condolences. I could force persuade, but you want to take these Gizka. That's probably dark side. Persuade. Is there no way I can convince you to take them off my hands? Success. I suppose having a few of the creatures would not be of harm. We do have experience handling them now, I suppose. Since they are so difficult to maintain, however, I would ask you to provide 100 credits, then I will take them off your hands. He wants me to pay him. I was hoping to sell them. How about we just call it even? Sigh, I suppose it's better than nothing. We must have some creatures in our exhibit after all. I shall send some of my people by to remove the Gisco in your vessel. Thank you for your cooperation. Done. Got rid of them. Told you I don't have to kill them all to get rid of them. Docking Bay 26B. I think this... Isn't this one locked? Oh. Camera's deactivated. Well, god darn it, they turned me around. Oh, this is a Sith hangar.
Enough time to listen to your stories. I've got a full shipment of KOTOR ready to load before my shift is over.
Alright, so that goes actually into the city. There's a private hangar this way. Oh my goodness, yes, I know. Okay, this is the locked door. Private Sith docking bay, security clearance required. And that's it, there's nothing here. Alright, so we have to go into the city now. HK, yo, get out of my way. Music here is so relaxing too. It's just very... You will relax to the sound of my voice. It's a nice little fountain. Yeah, what do you want? Who are you? My name is Jolee and I am a traveling Pazaak player with no special story to tell. Are you interested in the game? Sure. Boska! 200 credits. Man, I have to buy better Pazaak cards. Next time we come across a dealer, I'm buying some. Alright, 9. Ooh, he's got a 10. 15. I have to go, because I can't... Oh, he's got a natural 20. That bastard. I guess I have to tie him. 6, 8, 16. See, I could play a +3 and stand on 19, but I'm gonna just... Darn it! I should have done that. 8. He's got 9, 12. All right, so he's got 19, 13, 22. I could play -2 and get 20. Alright, so now we're tied 1-1. 12. 13. Oh, he's got a natural 19. 17 plus 3 is 20. Alright, so if we win this, we win the game. 1, 9. 14. This is not looking good. He's got 19. He stood on 19. I've got 16 with a +2. I have to get a 4 or a 2 here to win. And if I get a 1 or a 3, I can tie. 3 ties. Okay. That's good. I still have my card. 8. Yo, it's like he's copying me. 18 plus 2 is 20, baby. No, you cheater! Oh, this is not good. I have no cards to play now. We're at the mercy of the deck. The deck gives us a 17. Do we stand on 17 and risk it all? I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna stand. I'm hoping to get a 1, 2, or a 3. Oh, a 3! Yes! That was a good game. It was closer than I'd have thought. You interested in another? Nah. I'll walk away with 200 credits, baby. That was nice. The force is strong with this one. Selkath Port Official. Welcome to Manaan. While you are here, I trust you will follow all the rules governing the activities of off-worlders. I'm sorry, what are the rules? Let's do that first. The single most important law in Manaan is very simple. Kolto smuggling is punishable by death. If you're carrying any unprocessed Kolto, you better have a permit. The other rule is also very simple. Keep the peace. Here on Manaan, we maintain a careful neutrality, and we react very harshly to people who jeopardize our neutral status. Any confrontations between the Sith and the Republic are dealt with swiftly and decisively. Is this understood? I understand. There is a docking fee of 100 credits. You will have to pay this fee each time you dock on Manaan, or you will not be permitted into Ahto City. Ugh. Very well. I've got enough money to pay for it. The Manaan Board of Trade and Tourism thanks you, off-worlder. Here's a visitor's guide and a map to the city. Refer to it should you have any questions. The gates of Ahto City are now open to you. You may come and go as you please, so long as you do not leave the planet. If you do, you will have to pay the docking fee once more. Alright, so wait, so I got a map? So, that's, why isn't it updated then? Do I have to read the map? Manaan Visitor's Guide. Welcome, traveler, to exciting and adventurous Manaan. Manaan, the only source of the healing Kolto in the entire galaxy, is a wonderful and refreshing place to visit or do business. The Manaan Port Authority welcomes beings of all species and affiliations to trade peacefully within the confines of Ahto City. All visitors will rest easy, knowing that the Selkath security forces are always alert and watchful, even while you sleep. Our constant vigilance keeps the peace on the streets of Ahto City and prevents the needless interruption of commerce by violence. Enjoy a fun and prosperous stay on Manaan, and please tell your friends about Manaan. Okay. That was it. So what about the map? How come they gave me a map and my map is not updated? You'd think that the map would update. Oh, it's so beautiful, so peaceful. Look at that ocean. It's so cool. I just like it. I just like hanging out here. That's why I'm so glad they finally added this planet to the Old Republic. Now, I don't really play the Old Republic anymore, but I am very glad that they added it, because it's just cool to walk around and to hang out on Manaan. The West Courtyard. I don't think this is the way to the Republic Enclave, but we're just gonna explore the city and see what happens.
I was told that you're a friend of Jolee Bindo, and that Jolee has returned to the sector. Please, I must speak to him. It's very urgent.
Okay. Who are you?
My name is Elora. My husband, Sunry, and Jolee are old friends. Now Sunry needs Jolie's help.
I shall tell Jolee immediately.
Please, I beg you to bring Jolee to speak to me about my husband. Sunry's life depends on it.
Alright, I can just do that right now. We'll trade HK for him. Okay. Let me save real quick, too. Whoops, nope, definitely save first.
Jolee, it is you. I need your help.
Laura, of all the people, how did you even know I'd left Kashyyyk?
I didn't. Nobody knew where you were, not even Sunry. But I heard the Selkath mention you and your friends. The Force has brought you to help us.
Why, whatever could be the matter, my dear?
It's horrible, Jolee. Sunry has been arrested. The Sith have accused him of murder.
Murder? But how?
It's all a mistake, Jolee. Sunry isn't a murderer. Someone is trying to frame him.
Calm down, Elora. Where's Sunry now?
Sunry's being held at the Selkath courts. They won't let anyone in to see him. Please, go to the courts. Talk to the judges. Maybe the Selkath will listen to you.
Don't worry, Elora. We'll get to the bottom of this and help Sunry. Somehow.
Okay. If I remember correctly, I also have a quest here that requires me to be alone. But, I'm not going to do that one just yet. I also don't know if I'm ready for this side quest yet. That's why I keep saving it, because I don't want to accidentally walk in on something that I'm not ready for.
The Republic respects the peace of Ahto City, Your Honor. But the Sith are a violent people who leave violence in their wake. I have 3 soldiers in the infirmary.
If the Republic soldiers were more capable, they would not have suffered such serious injuries. Are my soldiers to be punished simply because they won a fair fight?
I hardly call 6 against 3 a fair fight. The Sith are cowards who attack only when they have the advantage of numbers.
I am aware of the Republic's indignation. However, witness reports clearly state that your Republic soldiers were as willing to engage in violence as the Sith in this case.
They were provoked, Your Honor. The Sith goaded them into this fight.
Taunts and threats are not sufficient provocation in the eyes of this court. Words can be ignored, which is what your men should have done. I find both the Republic and the Sith to be equally at fault for this breach of the peace. I should throw all parties involved into the Ahto City jail, but since no Selkath were harmed in this conflict, I will show mercy and levy a fine of 10,000 credits to both sides. The court is dismissed, though I warn you that further disturbances will not be viewed with such leniency. 10,000 credits, man. It's pretty hefty. I like how by playing any Star Wars game, you can see how ridiculously inflated the economy is in Star Wars Galaxies. 10,000 credits in Galaxies is nothing. But in any other Star Wars game, that's like insane. I am Judge Shelkar, acting on behalf of the Selkath government of Manaan. It is my task today to answer the needs of off-world citizens of both the Republic and the Sith Empire. If you have legitimate grievances with another party, then you should speak to me. You should first, however, consult with the Republic Embassy before pressing formal charges. Is there something you wish to bring to my attention? Yeah, I would like to investigate the murder case involving Sunry. That is acceptable. I believe in Manaan legal tradition, the defendant can have an arbiter who tries to prove his innocence in court. This arbiter is a neutral party that can investigate and present evidence at the trial and argue on the defendant's behalf. As you are a Jedi, I believe you can fulfill this role adequately.
Sunry's only hope. We have to at least try to help him.
So be it. You are now appointed arbiter in this case of Sunry versus the Sith Empire. Your name and position have been recorded in our files. I will now inform you of the pertinent facts in this case. You have a limited amount of time in which to investigate and organize the defense of your client, and I will advise you to use it wisely. Sunry was seen leaving a hotel, leaving behind a dead Sith woman, Ahhhhhto. He has been charged with murder and is being held in the Ahto City prison facilities. Due to his crippled status, he is being kept in a solitary holding cell. Witnesses claim to have seen the killing and are being detained at the hotel in question pending the trial. The manager of the hotel has now been informed of your appointment. Ahhhhhto was found dead of a blaster wound with an incriminating Republic medal clutched in her hand. This information has been uploaded to your datapad. It would be wise to review all information before the trial starts. You may question Sunry or the witnesses. The evidence in this case is heavily stacked against Mr. Sunry. I believe it will take some doing to absolve him of guilt.
Yes, but it almost seems too heavily stacked, doesn't it? Very suspicious.
You may also interview the judges here, including myself, to get an idea of the pertinent factors in this case. Since this is also your first case and you are an off-worlder, I feel compelled to add good luck as my final missive. Alright. Wow. We are not doing this side quest because that's going to take a whole episode. So maybe we'll do that next week. For now, let's get over to the Republic Embassy. But we're right here. Let's talk to Sunry. You may come and go as you please, Arbiter. You will find the door unlocked. If you wish to begin the trial, you must make the request with the warden. It shall then be passed on to the judges.
When I get out of here, you're dead! I'll gut your fishy little corpse, cut off your head, and bathe in your blood!
Okay, good thing that's not Sunry. Otherwise, we'd have been in trouble.
Jolee, what are you doing here? Allura sent me, Sunry. I'm here to get you out of this mess. the courts went and made us arbiters for your case.
Just like old times, eh, Jolee? You come swooping in out of nowhere to save my tail from the fire?
You saved my wrinkle butt more than a few times as well, friend, if I recall. But there'll be time for catching up later. Right now, we need to focus on the case.
The case is a complete frame-up. Anyone looking at the evidence could see that. Or so I thought. But the Selkath seem to think that there's enough to go to trial. There aren't any witnesses. All that evidence against me is circumstantial and completely flawed.
Let's go over the evidence.
Well, I was at the hotel, I admit. And I did meet Eliza there that night, but it's not what you think.
I was working with Republic intelligence. We were pretending to feed information to the Sith. Well, I turned Eliza into a double agent working for us.
It was going well, too, until she turned up dead. Maybe the Sith had found out I was turning her and had her eliminated. But let's look at the facts they've given. Eliza was brutally killed. Think about that. She was a Sith, trained in battle, and I'm just a crippled old man. My war injuries make it difficult for me to walk, even to hold things. See how my hands are shaking? How could I kill a Sith warrior at close quarters, I ask you? Further, they say they found my heroes cross at the crime scene. Would I leave my war medal behind if I killed someone? Even I'm not that stupid. Obviously, the Sith planted the cross. And what about the lack of forensic evidence? Skin and hair samples, clothing fibers. Why isn't there anything like that at the crime scene? Sounds like an obvious frame-up to me. I hope you can see how the Sith are manipulating the Selkath, and probably even you to set up this against me. We need to get this over with quickly and clear my name. Anything else I can help you with? I want my arbiter to be well prepared before we go to trial.
Alright, I need to investigate the case some more.
Guess you could interview witnesses at the hotel where the murder happened. The Selkath already did that, but the fish folk don't have much rapport with offworlders. Maybe one of them was holding something back. But I think you'd be better off investigating the Sith themselves. Maybe you could find some proof they planted evidence to frame me. Though that might mean figuring out a way into the Sith embassy. Anything else I can help you with? I want my arbiter.
Alright, there's a few things we have to clear up.
Go ahead, ask. Ask what you need to. I've got nothing to hide.
Judges said that you left after the shot was fired.
How would they know? They weren't there. I heard some of the witnesses said that too, but I swear she was alive when I left. I wonder if the Sith have been putting pressure on people to get them to convict me. It wouldn't surprise me at all. They've had it in for me since the war. You should ask everyone about that. They might admit to helping the Sith under pressure.
Alright, I'll be going now.
Very well. I suppose there is still much you must do before the trial. Once you've gotten enough evidence to go to trial, just tell the warden we're ready. The sooner I get out of the cell, the better.
Alright. I think that's about all we're going to have time for today. Let me just see what's down here. This is a cantina? Wow. Human, I wish to speak to you if you have the time. Whoops. Okay. Greetings, human. My name is Nilko Boas. I hope you're enjoying yourself here in Ahto City. Our floating city is beautiful, is it not? It is truly a wonder to behold. You are too gracious, human. The beauty of Manaan is delicate. Our ecosystem is complex and fragile, and I fear for the preservation of my planet. What are you talking about? There is a task I would ask, human, Jedi. I fear there is nowhere else I can turn. What do you want me to do? Rest assured, there will be an ample reward for this, human. I only require information, nothing more. The Republic has begun hiring mercenaries, many more than usual. As an official of the Selkath people, this is of great concern to me. I only seek the reason for this change in Republic policy. Why do you need me for this? I cannot trust anyone else. The Republic obviously wants to keep their secret. I have inquired often as to their purpose and have been rebuffed. The Sith cannot be trusted to give me an accurate report of events. They will twist the truth so that it furthers their own goals. And the mercenaries are well aware of the high wages the Republic is paying. They would not report anything that might slow the flow of credits into their accounts. Uncover the truth behind the Republic's actions, and I will pay you 500
I doubt
credits.
the Republic would be involved in anything illegal. Still, if this Selkath has concerns, we could look into it for him.
Be careful here, kid. Start poking your nose in a place it doesn't belong, and you might not like what you find.
Please see if you can find the answers I seek. Find why the Republic is hiring so many mercenaries. Find where they are going. Find what they do not return. I will look into it for you. Once you discover some information, please come speak to me. Believe it or not, I am a friend of the Republic. Whatever the truth, I shall do my best to protect the Republic's interests, and those of the Selkath, of course. Alright. Oh, this guy's armor.
I am not for hire. Perhaps the Mandalorian or the Achani can help you, though they lack the stomach for certain jobs.
Ah. What do you have against the Achani and the Mandalorians?
They lack the resolve to do what needs to be done. The Achani believe in a non-existent warrior code of honor, and the Mandalorians prize credits above bloodshed. But I am Iridorian. Honor comes from slaying your opponent, and the true reward of any job is the taste of your foe's dying blood on your tongue.
I bet you it would have been nice to have Canderous here for this conversation.
Yes, I'm not surprised. There are few on this watery world who feel comfortable in my presence.
Let me see, can I... Oh yeah, let's see what happens when I switch him out. We'll switch him out for Bastila. Actually, let's switch both. Let's do Canderous and HK. Oh, Canderous leveled up. We'll do him real quick. Skills, yeah, treat injury. Feats. What do you get? I guess improve Master Power Blast, sure. Accept. Close.
Acknowledgement. I am not for hire. They lack the resolve to do what needs to, but I ask what.
Well, it doesn't say. Why is the Republic hiring so many mercenaries?
Perhaps you should ask them. The Republic prefers not to deal with my kind, though maybe they need an Iridorian to finish the job. The mercenaries they hire must be failing, as they are never heard from again. That is all I know. Is there more you wish to ask?
Do you know anything about the murder of Alasa?
On my world, those too weak to defend themselves deserve to die. A murder is justified if you have the strength to kill your victim. Is there anything else you would know?
Nope.
Yes, I'm not surprised.
I'm surprised that neither Canderous nor HK had anything to say about that. Greetings, human. My name is Shayless. I have heard that you have no friend of the Sith. Is this true? The Sith are a blight upon the galaxy. Though I suspect we have little in common, human, I share your dislike of the Sith. They have brought grief to my family. I am not a fool. I know the Sith do not respect our laws as the Republic does. Were it up to me, I would do everything in my power to aid the Republic in the war against Malak. But intergalactic politics stay at hand. Still, I know the Sith are evil, and I fear what they will do to my people, and what they may be doing now. What are you talking about? Many of the Selkath have vanished, human. Most who have gone missing are on the cusp of adulthood. The youth who will someday lead the planet. My own daughter, Shasa, is among those who have disappeared. These disappearances coincide with the arrival of the Sith, and I cannot dismiss the connection. The Sith are up to something, human. Something sinister. I can feel it. You want me to investigate these disappearances? I will give you 500 credits if you can uncover the fate of my daughter and the other missing Selkath youth. Not much, but all I can afford. I have no official authority in this matter, and my personal wealth is not vast. There is no one else I can turn to, human. The Republic agents are too closely watched by the Sith, and the Ahto City authorities cannot act without proof of Sith involvement. I shall look into these disappearances for you, Shayless. I cannot imagine where to begin the investigation, though. I suspect the Sith did not act alone. Perhaps the Off-Worlders and the Mercenary Enclave know something. If you learn anything, human, report back to me. Yes, okay, good. There's so many side quests.
You might have a position within the Sith organization for one such as you.
Your offer is pretty good, but I've heard some nasty things about you, Sith. Is it true you bombed Taris into dust?
This is war. In war, certain distasteful acts cannot be avoided. But ask yourself this, when we win the war, would you rather be against the Sith or with us?
You make a good point. And I've never turned down a job that pays up front.
Excellent. Report to the Sith Embassy tomorrow for your assignment.
Well, that's, interesting.
You're new around here, aren't you? My name's Duan. Care to buy a Sith girl a drink? That is, unless you're one of those simpering Republic soldiers.
I'm investigating the recent murder of Alasa. Actually, this could be a huge opportunity. I don't have the option of just buying her a drink. Mobius, I'm just here to check out the swoop races.
Well, some of the soldiers like to go and bet on the swoops on their day off, but this planet is bad enough without mingling with the locals. It isn't easy here, you know. Not with all the Republic soldiers walking the streets while we sit and do absolutely nothing. Malak should send a fleet in and conquer this whole sector, KOTOR or no. But I don't really want to talk about that right now. I'm just here to have a couple of drinks and try to unwind, you know?
Alright, I'm investigating the recent murder of Alasa.
What is there to investigate? Obviously Sunry is guilty, but the Republic is doing everything they can to keep him out of a Selkath prison. But I don't really want to talk about that right now. I'm just here to have a...
Okay. I hear you Sith are taking interest in Selkath youth.
We Sith are interested in a lot of things. If you're smart, you'll stay out of Sith business. But I don't really want...
Oh my goodness, why can't I just buy you a drink?
Come on, what's the matter? Afraid I'll drink you under the table? Hey, seems I'm not ladylike enough for some men. Well, I may be a woman, but I'm still a soldier. Barkeep, bring me another round. Oh, it's...
Let me see. No, that's it.
Oh, I get it. I get a little bit wild, and you want to hold it against me.
Seems call this wild. Jesus. How about this guy?
Hey, man. Clear out. They're cramping my style with the ladies.
Okay. What about the bartender? Greetings, human. Yeah. Alright. Let's see what you have in stock first. Stimulants, of course. What about if I ask you some questions? Alright, he doesn't want to talk to me. Good job. Alright, we're going to call this episode here. It's already been over 40 minutes. We have a lot of exploring left to do. And we have many side quests already. So, we are just getting started on Manaan. But I do like me a good water world. Alright. Thanks for watching, everyone. Mobius1 here.
Jolee, may I have a moment? There's something I wish to speak to you about.
Yep, I figured it was only a matter of time until we had the whole come back to the order discussion. Well, I guess there's no avoiding it now, so let's get it over with.
I know you have issues with the Order, but you are a Jedi, Jolee. You command the Force. Without the guidance of the Council, how can you avoid falling to the dark side?
Well, I've managed to avoid it the last 20 years or so. Besides, light side, dark side, they don't mean the same to me as they do to you. I don't see in absolutes.
I guess I can never quit. Malak and the Sith are evil, Jolee. Surely you can see that.
I want to stop Malak as much as anyone. But I don't have to join the Order to do it. Look at Karth, or Canderous. They're with us in this quest, but they aren't Jedi. The capacity for good or evil, like the Force itself, is in all living creatures. And belonging to the Jedi Order, or the Sith, or any group, won't change what you are at your core.
I see you were quite adamant. No doubt you've had ample time to think on this during your long seclusion. I guess it was foolish of me to think I could sway your position so easily.
Yeah, I'm old and stubborn. But I appreciate the effort. But from now on, you can just think of me as any other non-Jedi in our little group. With a lightsaber. And Force powers.
Nice. Okay, so, Mobius1 here. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.